passed, and my wife painted the old quarter logo and put up the flag behind us and everything like that. It was really nice. I really like coming back to Galveston. When I was growing up, my grandparents had a beach house. Wow, it's great, amazing. And so every summer, like wherever I was living at the time, where the family was living, whether it was California or Kansas City, we would always drive to Texas, and so it was this epic odyssey when you're like 7, and like you're dreaming of stopping at different roadside attractions and getting the whole trip, but always culminating in coming down here, and even with the swamp-like oppressive heat dissolving everything, it still feels like home. Still feels like home. Went down and took a good look at the Alyssa. My mom was a docent on the Alyssa. She helps. Make sure all my bells and whistles are go. There's been some downsizing in the industry, so the drummers union gives me a special waiver, provided that I don't play in time, which works out. So gets hot round here, deep in the summertime. You just sink into the street, nothing moves without sighing. Make a man feel crazy for some shade, cold bottle of wine. But I got a job to do, I gotta make my rent. Lucky to have it too, that money's already spent. Just need a little something heaven sent, I'll be fine. I just need a cool breeze to blow through. I need a cool breeze like you. Yeah, you do. You're like that moment when that summer sun goes down, sinks into the sea. I say let that damn thing drown. Feels so much better when it's not around in the night. Can't blame that baby for crying, she needs a rest. Can't blame mama for that baby out of breast. Can't blame a man for trying to do his best. It'll be alright. Cool breeze to blow through. I need a cool breeze like you. Yeah, you do. Like a drink of water after working in the sun. You're my reward for the dirty things I've done. You make me a rich man when you tell me I'm the one. I'm waiting in my bed. One little touch from you keeps that crazy in my head. I'll be all right. I need a cool breeze to blow through. I need a cool breeze like you. Yeah, you do. I need a cool breeze. 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 Thank you very much. I have a whole bunch of new songs that are not yet recorded. Thank you very much. I appreciate the, just like, yes, creativity, bravely jump into the abyss. Yeah. I appreciate it very much. That's sort of the name of the game. You know, you can. I've been lucky enough not to have anything like a hit, so I haven't had to, like, you know, maintain a certain show. You know, just like always have to play that same song. Yeah, luckily I'm blessed that way. You know, I escaped being too successful too young, also very toxic, you know, so. Yeah, there's one. I'll see if I can pull that one out for you, but I'm going to do this song that I wrote with my friend Brian Keene first, which is, I think, of all the songs that I've written, one of the ones that I'm the most proud of. I went to go write songs with my friend Brian. He lives in Nashville, so I flew in, and we wrote songs in the Nashville style where you don't really have to have anything to say to write a song. All you need is a rhyming dictionary, a number 2 pencil, legal pad, suppressed gag reflex. You can get some work done, and that's what we did. We wrote songs 3 days, just like, you know, we drank a pound of coffee beans, and you won't ever hear any of those songs. It's okay. That's all right. That is the nicest thing that I could do. But on the last day, I got a telephone call. It was bad news from my friend Kerry Wallerman. It was bad news about my friend Stephen Bruton, a great musician, great, yeah, amazing. The Fort Worth Panther, as they called him. You may not know who I'm talking about, but if you listen to those old Bonnie Raitt records or Chris Christopherson records, yes, exactly. He's all over that, and he was just a kid. He was like 15, and you know, he like shows up in New York with his guitar, you know, just like hungry attitude and stuff like that, and he could really play. So, I mean, he had a wonderful career. And even after he was diagnosed being sick, he had a fabulous third act, you know, where he did a bunch of amazing things, you know, and he got to get some of the recognition that everybody deserves and everybody wants. But this was bad news, and so after I got off the phone, I told my friend Brian, and we looked at each other. We put down the tools. We'd been working on this car so it would run, and picked up the guitar again, and we wrote this song. It took just 15 minutes. It's not always that easy, but sometimes it is, if you're paying attention. So. I only want the things that matter. I only want things that you can't share. Don't give me diamond rings, all those so-called finer things. They don't matter when they are not there. I don't need more clothes if I'm not freezing. And I don't want a love that I can't feel. I can't use a pretty lie just to help me pass my time. Love only matters when it's real. I only want the things that matter. I only want things that you can't share. Don't give me diamond rings, all those so-called finer things. They don't matter when they are not there. Now I met a man who made $1 million, built himself a mansion up on high, and he worked hard every day until his strength passed him away. Now he sits and watches lovers pass him by. I only want the things that matter. I only want things that you can't share. Don't give me diamond rings, all those so-called finer things. They don't matter when they are not there. So I gave my girl a watch that shined with diamonds, the prettiest watch you would ever find. And she left it in the drawer when she walked right out my door. Turns out all she needed was my time. I only want the things that matter. I only want things that you can't share. Don't give me diamond rings, all those so-called finer things. They don't matter when they are not there. Now I know you can tell I'm not a rich man. Expect you know that I'm not a rich man's son. But you should run and play and gather roses where you may. Can't buy your time back when it's done. I only want the things that matter. I only want things that you can't share. Don't give me diamond rings, all those so-called finer things. They don't matter when they are not there. Oh, they don't matter when they are not there. So I brought a bunch of different, toys tonight, and I especially like playing here, and also just listening rooms, places where you're not competing with sports television. And I enjoy sports, but I also have been, in a continuing feud for my entire professional life with pro ball, and I always lose. It's just true. You have that big TV behind you in some bars, and you're playing a sensitive song, and then everybody stands up and starts clapping, and you think, "Oh, I'm kicking it." No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. So it's nice to play somewhere without a television. And so somebody just shouted this one out. So this is a heart-shaped hole. And I wrote this after listening to a musician by the name of Doc Boggs. Who has an excellent name for American folk music. Get yourself a good look. I know you know my name. I heard the word around old town, and I'm sure you heard the same. But the first clown who stares me down gets a blanket made of coal. It's like my mama told me twice. I was born with a heart-shaped hole. I was born with a heart-shaped hole. On the day that I was born, they all passed me around, saying, how did this come to be, that I should be drowned? Doc, he said as he shook his head, washed his hands in a bowl, nothing to be done about him. Leave him in the heart-shaped hole. Heart-shaped hole, heart-shaped hole. You can't cover it with silver, you can't fill it up with gold. Heart-shaped hole, heart-shaped hole. Oh, mama, nothing fills a heart-shaped hole. Now pretty as pretty does, what's that mean to you? A woman tried to seal my side, I guess you heard that too. I threw myself against her like a dog left in the cold, but nothing burns for long down here, buried in a heart-shaped hole. Heart-shaped hole, heart-shaped hole. You can't cover it with silver, you can't fill it up with gold. Heart-shaped hole, heart-shaped hole. Oh, mama, nothing fills a heart-shaped hole. Well, I read the Bible, I read the Tao Te Ching, and I tracked Mama down to see if she would sing. Mama, who can teach what my whole lesson is about? Nobody save you, she says. Feel it from the inside out. Heart-shaped hole, heart-shaped hole. Can't cover it with silver, you can't fill it up with gold. Heart-shaped hole, heart-shaped hole. Oh, mama, nothing fills a heart-shaped hole. Thank you. Briefly on the theme of children. It's been a hard couple of weeks. My wife's ex-husband passed, and he's dad to my youngest, who's 12. It's really hard. My 15-year-old is in Spain. You know, she's with her best friend who is from Spain, and like getting to go to Europe, and just so some things are good, some things are not. It's very much like the state of the world. red dirt. How you gonna make it grow? Plant a little seed in the red dirt. How you gonna make it grow? Plant a little seed in the red dirt, baby. Now how you gonna make it grow? Too much water, you're gonna drown it. Too much wind, it blows away. Too much sun, and now you browned it down too deep, and it's under clay. Plant a little seed in the red dirt, baby. Now how you gonna make it grow? Plant a little seed in the red dirt, baby. Now how you gonna make it grow? Plant a little seed in the heart of a child. How you gonna make it grow? Plant a little seed in the heart of a child. How you gonna make it grow? Well, too much talk, she won't learn to listen. Too much silence, she won't speak. Too much favor, and you spoil her. But not enough, you make her weak. Well, plant a little seed in the red dirt, baby. How you gonna make it grow? Plant a little seed in the red dirt, baby. Now how you gonna make it grow? Little seed in the mind of a man. Plant a little seed in the mind of a man. Too much pride, you won't pay attention. Too much money, soul grows thin. Too much faith, can't see reason. Too right to see the shape we're in. Too stubborn, you won't learn nothing. Too much guilt, you can't decide. Too little love makes it easy. Paints everything black and white. Neglected. What a world where everyone dreams. What a world where we're all connected. What a world with love supreme. What a world no one neglected. What a world in one little seed. Plant a little seed in the red dirt, babe, and how you gonna make it grow? Plant a little seed in the red dirt, baby. How you gonna make it grow? Plant a little seed in the red dirt, baby. How you gonna make it grow? Plant a little seed in the red dirt, baby. How you gonna make it grow? Plant a little seed in the red dirt, baby. Plant a little seed in the red dirt, baby. Plant a little seed in the red dirt, baby. Plant a little seed in the red dirt, baby. How you gonna make it? Thank you very much. I'd like to send this next song out to everybody in the audience who is concealing a tattoo. Not, you know, like, if you're willing to show it, that's not the one. It's the one that didn't go quite like you hoped. You know, it's like most tattoos start with good intentions. That's not a true statement. But usually a certain amount of enthusiasm, right? You know, a certain amount of, or at least suspension of disbelief. So this is a song about two friends of mine in Kansas City. tattoo shop called Grimm's, where I got a tattoo from Grimm, but I can't show it to you. Jack's out walking, he's tired of talking. He knows he's got to get out soon. He jumps the chain link fence and he dances through the traffic to the shop where she bought her tattoo. Rose cries on my shoulder, tell my shirt's cold and damp. She says Jack is gonna take her apart. Never laid a hand on her, that's never been the case. But you know that he's blooded her heart. We got dragons, daggers, tigers, roses, and hearts. Long-legged ladies, ship skulls and sharks. A gilt-edged scroll with anything you gotta say. And it will never go away. And it will never go away. She says, Guy, I just don't know what to do. Well, how can I love him this much and be sick of him too? I told him right to his face, he can do what he wants to. Now she's tried every trick she knows just to keep him right up there to changing her skin. She's got a twist of thorns and a single red rose cut with a stainless steel pen. We got dragons, daggers, tigers, roses, and hearts. Long-legged ladies, ship skulls and sharks. You know it's right below the belly, so no one else can see. So he be saving all his love for me. That's what she said. Saving our love for me. Now it's the simple ones that are gonna get you. Like a flower on your back or your thigh. 'Cause if they don't smell just as sweet as you hoped, you hide them away from your eye. He says, Guy, I just don't know what to do. Well, how can I love her this much and still hate her too? I told her right to her face she could do what she wants to. Dragons, daggers, and that old Harley first. And if they ever ask you, goddamn right it hurts, but the sting is the thing. That's what they say, and it will never go away. 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 Playing here helps me fulfill one of my Great goals in life is to play the Opera House in Galveston. We're sharing a wall. We're sharing a wall. Okay, I mean that's enough, right? Yeah, it still looks good on the bio. It still looks good in the bio. You know? I'm happy to be in show business. Show business is a glorious tradition, or at least it looks that way. And today is a very special day. So this is the anniversary, the debut of Patina Verdigris, the greatest there will ever be, voice of another time, the critics' darling Broadway rage, chanteuse of the Gilded Age, songbird in an open cage, forever in her prime. Over 100 years ago, she took the stage, stole the show, Vienna to the Golden Gate. She packed the house 4 decades straight. Footlights burn, smoke would curl, sequins dance through strings of pearls. Her melodies would ache and whirl, always the band would play. With music like the poets wrote, the gift of life born from the throat, the truth confessed in every note. Patina Verdigris sang the classics, made them hers. Ancients went back, changed the words, influencing songs of birds. Patina Verdigris. Over 100 years ago, she took the stage, stole the show, Vienna to the Golden Gate. She packed the house 4 decades straight. Footlights burn, smoke would curl, sequins dance through strings of pearls. Her melodies would ache and whirl, and always the band would play. 2 shows every day. Now eventually she disappeared. That's where the history gets weird. The crowd dispersed, they finally cleared her name from the marquee. New acts where she used to play, and new critics deemed her sound passé. No one knows her name today, Patina Verdigris. No recordings of her exist, still her memory persists. A little tarnished, yes it fits, Patina Verdigris. But there's magic in that silence too. Imagine what that means for you, and you will hear her coming through, Patina Verdigris. True story. So I have a friend who wanted me to write a song for her daughter, and I love my friend, I love the daughter, so it's pretty easy to do, and I'm really happy with the way that it comes out. But when I start talking about giving birth in this song, I'm using a device, because I haven't actually done that. I had the easy part, but not in this particular one, because it's just different. Am I burying myself here? Okay, I kind of thought so, yeah. Sydney Jane, when you came, we were still connected. The doctor snipped the cord. You stumbled into our world. Sydney Jane, all the same, we are still connected with an invisible string, and that means everything. It may seem like a dream, but this bond is unaffected by time and by space, by the world's busy pace. If your day goes sideways, take that string, hold on to it, and you will find the beat, get you back on your feet. Sydney Jane. Sydney Jane, that's your name, but we also named you Tsunami. So rock and roll, outside of man's control. Like the tide, you abide where you belong already. Never standing still, going where you will. You have everything you need inside of you. I am in here too, holding you. Sydney Jane, to say it plain, you are a force of nature, earth and moon allied. It cannot be denied. Sydney Jane, when you came, we were tied together with an invisible string, and that means everything. Sydney Jane. Thank you. I'd like to send this song out to all the guys in the audience. What if the girl is right and I don't see it, and she's right in front of my face? What if tonight's the night and I don't seize it, and this is just a brush with grace? What if the girl is right? What if the girl is right? 'Cause I've been wrong, and I've been wrong for so long. A self-righteous clown who doubles down when the moment's gone. And through it all, after I take my fall, well, there's one person standing at my curtain call. What if the girl is right and I don't see it, and she's right in front of my face? What if tonight's the night and I don't seize it, and this is just a brush with grace? What if the girl is right? What if the girl is right? Because this is not my first rodeo. It's not even my second rodeo. Now, when I think about it, my life has been a succession of rodeos. Just one rodeo after another. But at a certain point, you have to look ahead and realize there are fewer rodeos ahead than there are rodeos behind. And that increases the value of those rodeos. It becomes inclement to try to squeeze every possible drop out of every possible rodeo. Well, it's my pride keeps me dissatisfied. Now that's a story that I tell myself, but it's true that I lied. Oh, of some celestial version, a super heroine, unlikely to condescend for me to get my needle in. And why should she the girl is right and I don't see it, and she's right in front of my face? What if tonight's the night and I don't seize it, and this is just a brush with grace? What if the girl is right and I don't see it, and she's right in front of my face? What if tonight's the night and I don't seize it, and this is just a brush with grace, just a brush with grace, just a brush with grace? So who's here with their crazy friend? Yeah. A brief conversation in the audience as we get this figured out. You know, like, who gets to be? Well, I mean, like, it'd be nice if we took turns. Sometimes, you know, it'd be nice to not always have to be. Yeah. Well, you know, it's nice to not always have to clean up, you know, or bail out, you know, all these things. So. What I wouldn't give to be the crazy one, always running round, having all the fun, blazing through the stops, burning down the town. You know that I will catch you when you come down. You walk in the room, it's like you don't care, stealing every eye, taking up the air. Oh, I'm mad to think I could catch up with you. Chasing tail is all that I can do. What I wouldn't do to be the crazy one, always running round, having all the fun, blazing through the stops, burning down the town. You know that I will catch you when you come down. Every 100 years one of you comes around, and all the little poets try to pin you down. But just like the fire you got in your hair, you streak on by, leaving nothing there. What I wouldn't give to be the crazy one, always running round, having all the fun, blazing through the stops, burning down the town. You know that I will catch you when you come down. But I wouldn't give to be the crazy one, always running round, having all the fun, blazing through the steps, burning down the town. You know that I will catch you when you come down. You know that I will catch you when you come down. Yes, I'll be here to catch you when you come down. Thank you. So that song and I guess a number of the ones I've just done are not yet on record, and that's going to hopefully change this fall, this winter. And so, yeah, hopefully, you know, at the speed of showbiz, whatever that might mean. Yeah, sure. It's a picture from space. So if you just lean out and wave, I'll tell everybody when it is. So, you know, it gives you an opportunity. You can write a message on your lawn, and we'll do it in really high resolution. So it should be fine. Is the right one? I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Could go really bad. It has before. It's one of those things. The harmonica is a diatonic instrument, so it's in a certain key. And so this is a B flat, so I blow through it. So it's going to be a B flat. But the game, for those of us who like to torture ourselves, is to try to play the whole chromatic scale on the harmonica using overblows, which are positively unmusical up into the point that they are. I don't know where that point is yet. So, who knows? We'll just run it up the flagpole and see if anybody salutes. Don't waste a moment on that one you left behind. Don't think for a second you just might change your mind. Things would be different if the whole wide world rewind. 'Cause you could say she's crazy now. It's not like you treated her any different than all the rest. Held for a moment and told you loved her best. Maybe she just felt it deeper inside the vest. 'Cause you could say she's crazy now. She's crazy now. Used to spend every single sunrise. Sleep it off and get it on again. What could make a man so unwise to slander so good a friend? Keep your mind on what you have got. Don't waste your time on what you have not. Just count your blessings. You got off the first shot. And you could say she's crazy now. She's crazy now, used to spend every single sunrise. Sleep it off, get it on again. What could make a man so unwise to slander so good a friend? And if the end's just too much for her to bear, you suck it up and breathe breathe it out like air. After all, she saw things in you that simply were not there. You could say she's crazy now. You could say she's crazy now. You could say she's crazy now. It's the news that does it. It's true. I'm a news junkie. When I was a kid, my dad would come home from work and he'd sit down in the easy chair and he would read the newspaper. And that's what you did when you were a man. I mean, apparently. I mean, that's what I was looking at. And, okay, all right. So, and later on in life, I learned to read. And like to read the news. And there's a problem here. I'm sure everybody knows about it. It's just hard to pin down what's going on. But you only got me 'cause this ain't a fair fight. Now my hands are wet, my wallet is stuffed. No monkey tells this man enough is enough. It's not my fault, I had a bad start. You know nothing in your stomach, it's bad for your heart. Treated so poorly, it's just self-defense. Crime after crime, I ate the evidence. Well, the big man needs somebody to blame. Tossing on this lamb onto the flame. Now you want me to burn, that's what we'll do. But if I'm going down, I'm taking you. And you look like kindling. Well, the big man needs somebody to blame. Tossing on this lamb onto the flame. Now you want me to burn, that's what we'll do. But if I'm going down, I'm taking you. Bodies in the ground, more than enough to go around. I guess I did what I came here to do. Every gangster knows my aim is true. Perp walk strutting up the gallows step. Well, come on now, sheeple, you ain't seen nothing yet. I got my story on the front page, trending #1 with a bullet. You can't stop pretending that you're some saint when you're a sinner too. Now misery loves company, and I love every single one of you. Oh, well, the big man needs somebody to blame. Tossing on his lamb onto the flame. Now you want me to burn, that's what we do. But if I'm going down, I'm taking you. I'm taking you. So this is a national resophonic guitar. This is a national mandolin. Not particularly old. This is one of the new National Guitar Company's instruments. I bought this particular instrument from Steve James, one of my favorite guitar players. Every time I pick up a guitar, I should probably write him a check, just because, because instrumental in not only the material that I like to play, but also in the way I'm approaching the instruments, which is theoretically in tune. But with the mandolin, you've got 8 strings, so, it's all theoretical. So this is a song that I wrote on January 6th. I was not watching the news. I was sitting out back. It was a beautiful day. I sat on my back porch. I just put the aerial up, and I tried to figure out just something nice. I believe in you. I have seen your light, and I know this is true. The world hasn't seen the gifts you bring with you. What you'll do, I believe in you. My faith is strong. It has brought me here, and if the road gets long, I will have no fear as the night comes on. I'll sing your song. My faith is strong. Trouble seems to find a way to steal the color from the day. The moment that the sky turns gray and fades, I wonder, did I miss the sign? Nowhere to go at closing time, but rattle off another rhyme, leave it on the stage. But I believe in you. I heard 1,000 stories, they all came true. It's in the little things you always do. When you come through, I believe in you. There are different kinds of despair, the most common being where you just deny the whole affair, pretend it doesn't smart. That taste I had so long ago, I wonder, do I even know the reason why I had to go? The dictates of the heart, but I believe in you. I have seen your light, and I know this is true. The world hasn't seen the gifts you bring with you. What you do, I believe in you. didn't write this song, but it makes me very happy. I see trees green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see sky blue, clouds of white, dark Sabbath day, dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, singing, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Gee, but it's hard to love someone when that someone don't love you. I'm so disgusted, heartbroken too. I've got those downhearted blues. Once I was crazy about a gal, she mistreated me all the time. Next gal I get, she's got to promise me to be mine, all mine. Trouble, trouble, I've had it all my day. I said, trouble, trouble, I've had it all my day. Oh, seem like trouble gonna carry me to my grave. Now I got the world in a jug, that stopper is in my hand. I got that world in a jug, that stopper is in my hand. I wanna hold on to it till you come under my command. Oh, I ain't never loved but 3 women in my life. Well, I ain't never loved but 3 women in my life. It was my mama, my sister, that girl that wrecked my life. Well, maybe a week, maybe a month or 2. I said it, maybe a week, maybe a month or 2. But the way It's coming back to you. Thank you. Personal favorite of mine. Yes. Very, very, very happy with this little thing. If you wonder what it's like to play an instrument and you've never tried, ukulele is a great place to start. 10 fingers, 4 strings. It's not even fair. You can totally do this. It's a simple machine. Addicts are a class of fool that everyone despises. They can come from anywhere and in all shapes and sizes. Some are pale and scabby folk who steal your DVR. And some are brainless dingbats who won't give up their car. Have you seen Leadfoot Larry driving down the street? He always takes his car. He was born in the back seat. He always hits the drive-through, burgers or the bank. And the only time he ever stops is to fill his tank. Some are hooked on alcohol and some are reefer fiends. Poor old Leadfoot Larry was hooked on gasoline. Then at last there came the day when all the gas ran out. Larry grabbed the hose and he sucked right from the spout. He said, I was me, what am I to do? When my final tank runs dry, my driving days are through. Some are hooked on alcohol and some are reefer fiends. Poor old Leadfoot Larry, he was hooked on gasoline. And in a puff of premium, the devil did appear in the long black Cadillac that runs on children's tears. He said, listen, Leadfoot Larry, I'll tell you the deal. Your car can run on anything with you behind the wheel. Now, some are hooked on alcohol, some are reefer fiends. Poor old Leadfoot Larry, he was hooked on gasoline. Well, Leadfoot Larry scratched his head, but he found it was true. His car could run on anything from corn to chicken stew. He said, now I'll drive forever. I've got everything I need. Larry put the hammer down and drove at double speed. Larry, lean on your lead foot, let the devil rev your car. The world is Talladega Nights, and this time you're the star. Larry drove on corn, all the corn was gone. Larry drove on grass, now I can't fill my bong. He filled his tank with lawyers, no one seemed to care, till he burned up all the kittens. That's when we got scared. Somewhere the devil's laughing while he leans against his hood. Larry's greed was all he needs to do all his ungood. And then it was the puppies, and next the caribou. And today, well, who's to say he could come for you? Till Larry drives in circles out in a barren land. Nothing lives for miles, he fills his tank with sand. And when at last the sand is gone, tell you what he'll do. He'll pour himself into his tank. And now our song is through. Thank you. True story. True story. Try to make sure this is going to respond correctly. So I was in a band called the Asylum Street Spankers that some of you may be aware of. And even now, we are mechanizing to try to do a spanker reunion. And It may not necessarily get out of Austin, but we promise to make it, a big enough deal that you'll find out about it, because we definitely trying to make this happen. But we've got to fly some people in from out of state and try to put this together. And I'd like to send this out to the Asylum Street Makers. My true friends, my true friends, my true friends, my true friends. Faces in the crowd may fade, memories of our masquerade. Champagne was real enough for less than two. Ambition turns to rain, confidence is proved in vain. Nothing does as promised it will do. But true friends, my true friends, my true friends, my true friends. And though you're far away from me, each and every day I see pictures of you all along my way. You're the one I'll be returning to when all the roses burning and the moon is sinking in the bay. My true friends, my true friends, blow away yesterday. All your dreams mislay. Blow away yesterday. Your memories betray. Blow away, blow away. Breathe and blow away yesterday. My true friends, my true friends, my true friends, my true friends. Thanks. Thank you very much for coming out. And I really, really appreciate it. This is a glorious opportunity, and I thank you all so much. I'm going to do this last tune. I was busking on the streets of Amsterdam, where I had gotten a ticket from my father for my 21st birthday to Europe. My dad was in the travel business his whole life, and he used to sell the Thomas Cook timetable. Back before the internet, if you want to know when the trains ran, you had to get a paper copy of this timetable you're going to make, you're going to plan your trip to Europe. And he was the guy who sold it. So he also sold rail passes and things like that, and spent a lot of time traveling himself. So I was very excited to go. And I went over with I had a rail pass for like 2 months. and I had a backpack and a guitar and a little battery-powered amplifier. And I made my way around Europe, starting in London and going to Wales, where my friends with family got married, and then went to Amsterdam and to Paris and hooked up with my girlfriend who was already had gone over earlier. She was doing like a work program, and traveled with her for a while, and so played on the streets of Berlin, got in a knife fight in Vienna. It was fine. It was, he was a junkie. He had a knife, but he had to unscrew it and rescrew it together. So it's like the tempo of the thing was kind of slow, and it worked out fine. And eventually, she went home, and I went to Amsterdam, and I started working on the streets of Amsterdam, which was a velvet rut like I had never found. Because I could play on the streets of Amsterdam for a couple hours and get like a half a pound of hash in my hat. And I would stay at a youth hostel, for like $14 a night, and I just made $60. And I was like, no, my family will never see me again. I'm just gonna stay here. I found it, and I did it for a while, and it was a really cool scene. But I was playing near. Oh, actually, I was traveling underneath the Rijksmuseum, big museum where a lot of the work of the Dutch masters hangs. That's where you can see the girl with the pearl earring, the Night Watch. Just like an amazing collection of art. They're fabulous. But I was walking underneath it in these arched, in this pathway that went underneath with these beautiful arched ceilings, and I heard this sound. I didn't know what it was, and I followed my ears and I watched a person playing the saw, and it was just so remarkable and ethereal and unlike everything else that I had seen or done up to that point. It made a change in me. And so I still don't know what the name of that saw player was. The saw player was doing classical material, had a cassette player. They had pianos, so they were playing the sort of like arias, just amazing material. Later on, I met a guy who played percussion for the 13th Floor Elevators, the first psychedelic band. Thank you, Texas. And he played saw, and he came and sat in with the Asylum Street Spankers, and we thought that was really great. Well, most of us thought that was really great, except for Olivier, who showed up next week with a saw and started to teach himself how to play. And I was sitting right next to him, so I watched him do it. I was like, I can do that. Yeah. So, let me see. Send this out to my daughters. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fists are jumping, and the cotton is high. Where your dad is rich and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Well, one of these mornings, you gonna rise up singing. You gonna spread your wings. You take to the sky. But till that day, there ain't nothing gonna harm you. Not with Daddy and Mammy standing by. Well, one of these mornings, you gonna rise up, you gonna rise up, you gonna rise up singing. You gonna spread your wings, take to the sky. Ain't nothing gonna harm you. Oh, 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 oh. Not with Daddy and Mammy standing by, just standing by, just standing by, just standing by.
Thank you very much, everybody. My name is Forsyth. Don't forget your tabs. If you have a tab open, don't forget to come close it at the bar. Thanks a lot.
It's you. Shoo-ba-doo-ba-ba-da. Grapefruit moon, one star shining, shining down on me. Heard that tune, now I'm pining, honey, can't you see? 'Cause every time I hear that melody, something breaks inside. And the grapefruit moon, one star shining, can't turn back the tide. Never had no destinations, could not get across. You something breaks inside. A grapefruit moon, one star shining, is more than I can hide. Now I'm smoking cigarettes and a strive for purity. And I slip just like the stars into obscurity. But every time I hear that melody, puts me up a tree. A grapefruit moon, one star shining, is all that I